we'll start with these two guys right here, hat and all. Raise your hands up, and we'll get these questions. We'll start in the back. Who's got the second question after that? Right next to you. Here, here, and then here. All right, in the back, sir. Hey, guys, you can just slide those microphones around as they ask you the questions, okay? There you go.
Who?
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Mikal, after your performance today, if someone would compare you to, say, Rashard Mendenhall, how would you accept it as a compliment?
Well, it'd definitely be a compliment to start things off. The accomplishments he had and the successes he's having now, he was a great back, and he's continuing to get better. So hopefully, I can do the same thing, follow in his footsteps, and make my name known in the NFL.
Right here, you had a big performance today. Talk about some things that you saw tonight out of Baylor that allowed you to have so much success tonight.
Well, it's not even so much Baylor, I would say. I think it was mostly our offense. Coach Petrino emphasized, going into the game, we need to, set the tone early. And I felt like, we had some good success early running the ball, which carried on throughout the game. And we didn't beat ourselves. And I feel like if we don't do those things and we play a 60-minute game, we're hard to beat.
All right, next one is down here in the front, sir.
As a quarterback, how you doing? As a quarterback, I think you did an outstanding job. How were you able to read the defense as well as you did to be able to pass as accurately to your receivers? And when did you decide that you wanted to start a running game to open up the offense for yourself?
A big part with that running game, first of all, we always want to establish a run. It's something that it's kind of been our go-to thing all year. It's just establishing Mikal early in the game, and we were able to do that. And as far as the passing game went, we had a lot of time to prepare for Baylor, a lot of time to look at their defense, and we kind of knew a lot of things would be there. And Coach Brown just emphasized to me, just make the play when it's there. Find the open guys, and if they're not there, make plays with your feet. Don't force the ball. Don't throw any turnovers. Obviously, with interceptions and stuff. And I think that's the key to the game. The two keys in my mind were when we had a big play there, we found a way to make it, and we didn't turn the ball over. Well, with those two things, that's a big thing that always helps you win ball games. I think for their offense, they had a lot of long foul balls and plays that might have been there, but were an inch over the receiver. The receiver didn't come down with it, and our guys did a great job of just making the play when it was there.
Okay, next question over here.
I know you guys mentioned more than once towards the end of the season about doing things for the seniors and getting to a bowl game for them. Can you just talk about what it's like to get to this bowl game and win it for those guys who aren't going to be here next year?
Well, first of all, getting here was a great feeling. Once we found out we were bowl eligible, that after that Northwestern game, a lot of people's, whole swagger changed. We knew, that we were going to be bowl eligible and that we had to finish the season strong to, get some energy and momentum going into that game. So to get here is a good thing, but to win is even better. It tops our season off, with a winning season, and it just shows, hard work pays off. And we came down here with the goal, there's business first, and we proved ourselves and accomplished our goal.
Before you ask your question, I want to make sure everyone knows Martez Wilson has joined us 7 tackles tonight, and Mr. LaShore tonight set records in school, season records in scoring, rushing, touchdowns, and a Texas Bowl rushing record, in case you didn't have that. Hence the hardware. Okay, questions?
Mikal, can you just talk about the night that you had and just kind of what the experience was like for you this evening?
Man, the game is just, I can't even really put it into words. First of all, winning, and being able to accept the accomplishments and talk about it is even better. Like I said before, I've been hearing the whole season. You're this close to getting a record. You're this close to getting another record. But during the season, you got to put that on the side. And you got to handle business. So what's ahead of you next? So now that it's the end of the season, and I found out that I broke those records, it feels good. I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of my teammates, and most important, proud of Coach Petrino for giving me the chance and opportunities.
Okay, question.
Nate, when you were studying Baylor's defense, did you know that they'd be in zone coverage a lot during the passing game?
Yeah, we knew the looks that they were going to give us. Obviously, when you have 12 games to break down, and coaches like we know the looks that we were going to get. It's just all about going out there and executing. So, when we're in the looks in the passing game, we knew the completions that would be there, and our receivers did a great job of finding a way to make the plays. Like I said, there's going to be certain plays in the game that you're going to get, and you're going to have a chance to hit, and we came up with them. That was the biggest difference for us.
Okay, right here, and then we'll go in the back.
Mikel, have you thought any more about your future?
Actually, I haven't, just gotten to that or, decided what I'm going to do. So, not yet.
Okay, it looks like you kind of like that cowboy hat. Is this something you've ever done before and you think you might start it up?
Well, it started with the rodeo a couple days ago. That was a good experience for me. It was fun, and most importantly, we got the win to start it off. And I like the hat. First cowboy hat, instead of using it as a souvenir, I might wear it out sometime.
Martez, could you just talk about having to face that spread offense of Baylor doing no hole? How were y'all able to just keep your composure and then just stay on top of them and just keep them in check for most of the game?
We pretty much wasn't film. Our coaches had a great game plan coming into this game. We knew they was going to do a lot of bubble screen, a lot of hurry up. They try to use their speed to their advantage. We knew they had a lot of track guys on their team. And our best our best thing to do was just to attack the quarterback as much as possible, show them different looks, and just be ready for the fast-paced game that we had upon us today.
Martez, let's go and stick with the defense and move to the defensive line. Talk about Corey legit performance tonight.
Oh man, Corey played great today, and that's what we need out of him. And I made sure I told him that before the game. In order for me, him, and the rest of the defense to play great, he got to play great up front. He our leader up front. He started off, and I can't say much more than that. He played an outstanding game. He was all over the field today.
All right, we're going to take two more. One here. Is there another one after that? And one right over here. Okay.
Mikel, on one of your touchdowns today, Prosh had a really nice lead block. Can we just talk about the job he's done this year in a position that doesn't get a lot of press?
Yeah, I've been waiting for that question. Prosh, a.k.a. Killer, man, he's incredible. True freshman. The coaches get after him in practice. They stay on his case, but his composure. So he's like Nate. He's young out there, but he held his composure and he does his job. And he knows what he's in the offense for. He knows what he's in there to do. He's going in there to pound some guys and make holes for me and the other running backs. And and he accepts that. He's not selfish about it. Doesn't complain about his job. Man, he's a great kid. He has a great future. And, this is just a little showcase of what you're going to see in the future. So, hats off to Prosh. I appreciate everything he's done for me, him and the O-line, and he's going to have a bright future.
All right, one more question.
Nate, can you talk about your start going 13-13 and how important it was to get the offense going early?
Yeah, that's something that we always talk about as when we're talking about our pass game, just completions. And, obviously I didn't really realize that was, 13 for 13. We just talk about one play at a time. And, when you go out there and just focus on one play, you have a chance to do good things. We had a good game plan, like we have had all season. And, I felt comfortable. If I didn't know this game plan after all this preparation that we had, I didn't need to be out there. So, starting off that way is something that we wanted to do. We wanted to have an established running game. We wanted to be proficient in the passing game, and that's how we're going to find a way to win.
All right, thank you all very much. Illinois has brought some other players and the coordinators out in the hallway right over here. So
in the hallway, in the side here, and also